Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First run now for Kyron Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick six, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
First carry here for Ken Walker. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. When you look at the Saints defense, they come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
Second and 6. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Brian Brzee fought in and got him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Come on, come on. Hey. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll look to throw here. He'll try and do this himself. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Back to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Saints are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
That's out wide for Palmer. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Operating from the gun, here's Shuck. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
No receivers open, so who's forced to put that one into Puget Sound? That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers. And ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
To throw is Shuck. Now he'll tuck this and run. He's left with no option here but to throw it away. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, the Saints' new man for 2025, Kai Kroger, on to punt. As he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man downfield is Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Ready? Blocking 18.
Let's get that touch.
They'll set up to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. He'll look to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Zay Flowers, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. To throw now, Shuck. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing, Shuck. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Shuck now to throw. Shoves him away. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined it.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
There's Chris Alonso. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down, New Orleans.
To the air again. Here's Shuck. And that's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here we go, sack. 19,
Here's Shuck. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That one complete downfield to Johnson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
Let's just call it, as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shuck looking to throw once more. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Kyron Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would try to run through the entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Ready?
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Come on. Set. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Shuck. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up a throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Shuck. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Kai Kroger on to punt for New Orleans. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll have a little bit of time to work with. 35 seconds until the break. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on 1st down. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And how about that for just running out the clock? Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's second and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Go street, Dragon 60. Riggs. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
18 Cardinal. Hey, smash. Trap 60.
Now back to throw. That's complete to DK. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's a second and 5.
Ready. 70 Timberwolves.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
Charger. Here we go. 7 Pirates. Coogan. Go.
They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Myers' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half.
Saints 7.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Let's go now.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now they'll change things up. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. 4th and 2. They got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Back to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Walker. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Viking 18. Mustang 19.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll get this to Flowers, left side. And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for this.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
2nd down and 8. Here's Shuck out of the shotgun. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The second-round pick leading this offense well. It'll be a first down.
That's good for a Saints.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
To throw is Shuck. That's complete to Palmer. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 8 on the Seahawks 42-yard line.
To the air once more. Shuck. Rifles one. That's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nicky Manroy. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And that play, rookie defender won the battle.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready, ready. Come on, come on. Viking 18, Panther 60, Panther 60. Riggs.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bronco 80.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Walker. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. For 30 more yards and another first down.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
19 Tiger.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Chimere Dike, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Shuck on 4th down. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, it's hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking harder here.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
Looking to throw. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
A 6-yard pickup.
That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
60 Eagles! Let's go now! 70.
And he's across the chart into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And the Saints first down.
To throw now, Shuck. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line.
That's another Saints first down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, New Orleans.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Shuck. Now we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. On the RPO, looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Shuck now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Room here to run. He's got a full head of steam. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Let's go. 19.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Seahawks, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back on track next.